Preview.
Hello everyone and welcome again to the new basic learning, and today we are going to start about the biology and the chapter I am taking, new chapter we will start today, that is seed structure and germination. So first of all you have to know what is a fruit, then second seed and third grain. So we will start first with the fruit. What is a fruit? Fruit is nothing but a ripened ovary. Ripened, or you can tell it enlarged ripened ovary. Okay, enlarged ripened ovary. Okay, then second one is the seed. Seed is nothing but ripened ovule. Okay, ripened ovule, that we call as the seed, and enlarged ripened ovary, that is the fruit, and third one is the grain. Grain is actually a fruit, nothing but actually a fruit. It is actually a fruit, or you can say that where the seed coat and or you can name it as a fruit wall. Fruit wall and seed coat is fused together. Okay, where the fruit wall and the seed coat is fused together. Fused का मतलब क्या होता है? Fused मतलब जुड़े रहते हैं, जो जुड़े होंगे. ठीक है, fruit wall and seed coat are fused together. Where the seed coat and the fruit wall is fused together, that we call as a grain, and it is nothing but actually a fruit. Example, you can take it maize, wheat, and corn. You can say in Hindi, you can say makka. So now let's move to the other points. So now let's learn about more on seeds. A seed, it is a mature ovule after fertilization. Before also I have told you that a seed is a ripened ovule and fruit is a ripened ovary, and grain was actually a fruit. So here we are going to learn about the seed, more on seeds. Okay, so it is a mature ovule after fertilization. Next, it contains a tiny living plant. It also contains a tiny living plant. Inside the seed also a tiny plant is there, living plant, which is the embryo. Okay, and radicle, in future it will become the root. आप मान लीजिए ये आपकी जमीन है और नीचे रूट्स होती है ना, तो ये जो रेडिकल है, आगे जाके हम इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे सीड का, तो जो रेडिकल है वो आगे जाके फ्यूचर में रूट हो जाएंगी, रूट बन जाएंगी. प्लूम्यूल जो है ये फ्यूचर में शूट हो जाएगा, ऊपर का पार्ट. और सीड लीव्स, और यू कैन से कॉटिलिडन्स. कॉटिलिडन एक्चुअली है क्या, कह सकते हैं उसको जो नरिशमेंट प्रोवाइड करता है एम्ब्रियो को, और यू कैन से द फ्यूचर में वो लीव्स बन जाती हैं आगे जाके. So this was more about seeds. Now let's move to the classification and structure of seeds. So now if we talk about the classification and structure of seeds, the very first point is about the seed vary in size. Some seeds are quite large, that you can see in the mango or plum, etc. And some are very small, so small that they are barely visible to the naked eye. So some are small, some are quite large, and some you can say that some are not that much visible that you can see, but they are visible, but that not that much visible. So this was the point about the seeds vary in size. Now let's move to the types of seeds. There are two types of seeds, that is on the basis of endosperm only. Okay, on the basis of endosperm we are talking about here. The types of seeds. Number one is the albuminous and the second is the exalbuminous. So albuminous is where the cotyledons are thin. Albuminous are those where the cotyledons are thin and membranous. Thin and membranous. You have to keep in mind that the cotyledons are thin and membranous in albuminous, and endosperm persists. It means that the endosperm is present in the albuminous seeds. And exalbuminous, in this the cotyledons stores food material. Exalbuminous, what are these? Where the cotyledon stores food, in which the cotyledon stores food and becomes thick and fleshy. Here it becomes thick and fleshy, and here the cotyledons are thin and membranous and endosperm persists. Here the endosperm is not there. It is non-endospermic. Non-endospermic. This is non-endospermic, and this is the this one albuminous is the endospermic. So now let's move to the other points. Broadly, before I want to say you that broadly the seeds are of two kinds, that is monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous. You have heard these things before also. So monocotyledonous are those in which the cotyledons are only one, where the cotyledon is one only. And dicot, from the name only you can understand that di means two. So there the cotyledons are two. The cotyledons are present in the quantity of two, and in monocot the one only the one is cotyledon is present, and in the dicot the two cotyledons are present. So this was about this. Now let's meet in the second part of this video.